Good morning. It is Tuesday, 5th of May. May already. That is mad. 5th month of the year. And just like that, just comes to show, like, even if you're going to start something new, time's just going to pass anyway. And even if things are hard, time's just going to pass anyway. But yeah, just finished up some fasted cardio, 30 minutes treadmill incline walk. Then I'm going to just do an extra loop around here, just to get 3.5 thousand steps fasted, because cardio steps doesn't count as your step goal. Like, I probably got about 4,000 steps going at that speed. That won't be 4 out of 10,000. I have to do steps anyway, so I don't mind it. I like to get a good amount of steps before meal one anyway, and I just prefer walking to the gym as well, because especially before I do cardio and I'm walking towards the gym, it's like just a bit dark, seeing like the main road, just the cars passing by, not too hectic, nice bit of a breeze. And yeah, I just like it, to be honest. Kind of almost therapeutic. I don't listen to any music or anything, just listening to the sounds of passing traffic. But yeah, just coming up to 17 and a half weeks out. That is kind of crazy. Weighed in this morning at 80.5 kilo. Still slower than I thought. To be fair, I actually really did need that drop, because I was 80.8 the last 2 days. I started the week at like 81, then got up to 81.1, and I was like, here. Because before, I think like a week ago, I was like told that we kind of need to push things on a bit more. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. Because like, this isn't 24 plus weeks out anymore. We're getting into the teens weeks out. Like, for me, 17.5, that sounds like shit. And you really need to put I keep saying this, I said this a month ago. I said this 2 weeks ago as well, that, the fun part is done. Let's really put on some fucking work here. I've been saying that a month ago on the first video. I'm still saying that now. To every adjustment, I'm just been cracking on grand. So, yeah, even if I drop like another half a kilo tomorrow, I'm still probably going to get a food drop, or cardio bump, or maybe both. Fuck it. Is what it is. I feel like I do need it, because just by looking at myself, I'm just like, from the last check-in, I'm just like, okay, stuff really needs to be pushing forward now. Like, I'm leaner, yes, I'm tighter, yes, but like, come on, it is a prep at the end of the day. You need to start putting in the gas here. So, also completely forgot to mention that the average rate of loss has been like 0.5, 0.6 kilo per week. The first couple of weeks it was like 0.1 loss. Then there was 1 week where I literally just didn't get anything. I'm pretty sure I gained like 0.2. But since then, I think it's been like between 0.5 to 0.7. So, do I think that could be the average for the whole prep? Don't think so. I think there could be, maybe when I get towards under 10 weeks out, there could be some stints where I lose like 0.9. I'm really finding it hard to drop weight. So, sometimes not even just bodybuilding, but like physique development, and like just overall, like trying to add size or lose weight, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense. Everybody's body is different, but also your body can be different as well, different parts of your life. So it is what it is. Stuff is going in the right direction anyway, so I'm not too fussed nor care, but I just want to keep pushing harder. So rice is being cooked The rice cooker veg has already been cooked as well. Just going over, get a few bits. Shop, bulk buying some meat, because meat is just being used so fast now. It's crazy. And carbs being used less, because obviously having less carbs for the food drop. And overall with hunger, it's still low. A lot lower actually than it was a few weeks ago, even when I was eating more. I think it's just with like doing more stuff fasted and stopping using these little hacks like sweeteners, zero sugar drinks. Even though like I had a Monster there, but like that's for my caffeine because I didn't have any coffee pods. But I don't have any like zero sugar Cokes or Pepsis, whatever, Fantas. Just stopping that completely. Any sort of sweeteners, and that's really it. And I feel like I'll be okay with the new food drop. So extra bit of steps there now as well. Not too bad. I just walk the shop, to be honest, because it takes the exact same time to go to the shop then go to the gym. It's like 8 to 10 minutes. So if I do that and back, that's a minimum 3,000 steps just like that. It's quite fucking easy to get 10k steps. It really is. Just take 30 minutes of your morning to go for a walk. That's 3k done. Go for like a 5-minute walk after every meal. If you're doing that 4 times a day, it's extra 2k steps. So you're getting 5k steps from that, and then if you're just moving around a little bit more, like parking a little bit further from the shop, or when you're training in the gym, don't be sitting around, just walk around in between your sets. If you're on a phone call with someone, just walk around. Or if you're shopping, just do an extra lap around the shop when you get stuff. There's little stuff like that. It all adds up. Steps is key. Steps is key. I preach steps more than cardio than to my clients, because I have clients right who want to lose weight, and majority of the time they're not even eating a lot of food. They're just not moving. They're just sitting on their desk all day, or just at home playing video games or something every single day, barely going out. So literally, if I don't even mention cardio to them. They mention cardio because they just assume cardio is that's what you have to do to lose weight only. Go on a treadmill, do runs every day. It's just your daily expenditure is what's keeping you behind, because you're not doing anything. So spread your expenditure by just walking a lot more, then you see differences. And just like that, them going from 2,000 steps a day, 3,000 steps a day to like 8 to 9 to 10,000. From a bit of PT, it's now 12:30 now, I'm pretty sure, and spent legitimately about 40 minutes cutting up chicken. Photograph here. That should last for at least 2 weeks, hopefully. But have meal prep in this bag here, with an ice pack, because I know I'll be going out and I want to keep my food cool because I won't have a fridge to store it in. Then I'm just going to make my intro workout, a little DIY way to make my funnel. Oh, let's get a piece of paper. See, piece of paper. Spill everywhere. Raspberry rage. I fucking love raspberries so much. Make sure I fill it up about 750 ml at least. I'll do a litre. I'll do a litre. So you don't want to make it too little water. It's be too clumpy. Had about 2.5 litres, 3 litres of water already before training. Because I have legs today, so I want to try to get more water in before training legs. I actually don't even know how people can't drink 2 litres of water a day. Like I just under 2 litres before meal one. I don't know how people just can't drink water. Like it's baffling. So lower body is today. Haven't done this in 2 weeks since my deload. So hopefully this goes okay. I had quite a terrible session yesterday for upper, so fingers crossed this is okay. And I think it's just because the last few days just stress has been just outside bodybuilding and just other things, so stress has been quite higher. Sleep the last 2 days was quite shit. Constantly just waking up all the time. And so hopefully this goes okay. And see what feedback I get out of it. I just need to just crack fucking on and not. It's just because if numbers are down, progress is down, it just fucking pisses me off. So that's why. Holy, that was some terrible session. That was even worse than yesterday's. Oh man. So I did the first movement right. I did my seated hamstring. Not seated, sorry, lying hamstring. I'll show videos. And they felt okay. Haven't done this session in the gym in a long time, so I don't know exactly what weight I did. It felt okay. I don't think it was stronger though. It wasn't any stronger than before. But then I moved on to RDL, and by the second warm-up set I did, I was like, no, there's not a fucking chance I'm doing my top set here. There's no chance. Did top set, the one set, 10 kilo lighter than I did about 2-3 weeks ago. And I only got 5-6 reps. And when I went down for my last rep, my body just gave it. It was just like, no, fuck off. I don't want to work today. It's fucking strange, man, because my mindset, I'm ready. I want to fucking attack my sessions. I want to fucking train hard, push. And then my body just doesn't want to respond. And it could just be return of just the shit sleep I had last night, the extra stress I've been having recently, and I woke up slightly covered with something, cold or fluish. It always starts with a sore throat. Well, for me that was always the case. I woke up with that, and I was just like, here. But it was very manageable. I only notice it when I'm sitting down doing nothing. But it's a bit tired as well. It's just been the shit sleep, man. I don't know. It's hard. I don't understand. It's I'm confused. I'm still, as I said before, last week or the week before, I'm confusing with when it gets a little bit fatiguing on prep versus where your body just needs a fucking rest. And I'm still in that middle ground because I'm not really used to, with little experience I have with knowing how to dial things down. So I don't know what the fuck. And these press videos, the video I did there, I'm glad that gym was empty, because I was fucking roaring and shouting in those clips, and after with just fucking rage, because I was just that pissed off. That really fucked up my mood for the rest of the day. Holy shit. Right, immediate cut from that segment because I was just blabbering on, not even looking at the camera. Slightly calmed down, but yeah, I just stop acting like a baby here and just talk a bit more reasonable. But I think majority of the time, I think it is just from the sleep and the stress. Like, especially when you have things a little bit more like dialed in compared to like before. The little things like your cortisol levels and like your sleep, it does take so much of a hit when it's down. And it's good that I'm able to notice that, because it tells me that I have been training in a different manner now, and I can't really just get away with kind of fucking about with recovery. Obviously the stress, everything's out of my control. It's just stuff that I've been dealing with, but it's not something I need to talk about or like show about. You know what I'm trying to say here. But as I said, sent the video. So I sent over just clips to the coach and everything, how I'm feeling, and just to see what the response would be. I don't think anything will change really. I think he'll just probably say just train a bit lighter, a few reps in the tank, and just try to just get the same amount of stimulus without burying yourself too hard. Me doing all this, like the video I did in the late day video, me talking about how much I've been pushing myself, kind of led up to all of this kind of hitting a wall. Maybe because it's been a deficit. I'm like 9 weeks into a diet. I don't want to think it like that way. I generally don't want to think it's because of that. But who knows? Good to see how things are for next week. And there's a reason for everything. There always is a reason to what things going on. There isn't like, stuff isn't too random. There's always a meaning behind it. But just finished up my meal 3 there now. I thought I was gonna have it at work, but I suppose I have a consult today, but your man didn't even answer me. So I was gonna go to the gym a few hours earlier than I was anyway, just for him to like not show up, which I suppose I had the consult with him about 30 minutes ago, and he still hasn't even responded to me since this morning. So that's great. I love when people just don't answer. Like, people are glued to their phones 24/7, and so I know you're just being fucking taking the piss here. Like, I hate when people like say, oh, sometimes you just forget, or it slips out of your mind. Like, no, you're a person that goes on your phone every single day, 24/7. Like, you're taking a piss, or you're not. Like, that's just how I view things, especially with PT and with consults and getting leads. But anyway, that's another segment. But meal 3 done, and my last cup of water, bowl of water there. I already had like 2. I already had 2 of these, so this is my last bottle. So that'll be 4.5 litres done for the day. And then, yeah, just film whatever. Good morning again. It is Wednesday. Checking in for the next day. New low of 80.3. So, moving in the right direction. Did my check-in this morning, and you know, like, overall, like, I'm happy with where I'm at. Like, I'm happy with my physique I have. Like, I like it. I'd love to maintain this. But it's just like in the perspective knowing that, okay, I need to start pushing a bit more now. Like, I actually have to. There's like, time is ticking. 17.5 weeks. That's for me, that's close. Legs feel a bit inflamed just due to like stress and shit sleep. I do feel a little bit like puffier, even though I did lose water. Could be holding a bit. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Could just be my mind playing a bit of tricks. But yeah, not the best mood last night as well, so I didn't really feel much. Not because of training, etc., just like with the outside stress. But finished up my morning walk, rest day. How loud are those birds, man? Every morning. But yeah, so rest day, no cardio, no training, obviously. See how my body is, because my body does feel like it's shattered. CNS is a bit fried, so see how everything is. I don't know if I'm gonna have to take an additional rest day, but definitely training adjustments is needed. So like, I will be pushing down the intensity, the weight and reps a bit. No, sorry, increase a bit of reps, but like just increase decreasing the intensity and weight, just focusing on the stimuli, because yeah, body is a bit shot. Look at that, beautiful. So finished up PT and classes. Just looking over a few just texts I got from clients, and then just filling out some programming for one-on-one PTs, and then I'm just going to finish off my day. Currently have a client who's just approaching 50 pounds loss. 50 pounds, and we didn't even do much cardio, and food isn't even that low. Like his steps is at 8,000, and he's only doing 4 sessions a week cardio, 20 minutes, and food is still at 2,700. Yeah, 2,700 calories. So that's what happens when you actually just become patient with the process and taking things a little bit slower, and learning at how to learn the fundamentals, learn to not bury ourselves, and nailing the basics, not doing endless amount of cardio, doing a complete 180 diet. It's just nailing small bits, and that's exactly what he's done, because every single week it's just been the same. And he's had a few diet breaks over Easter, his birthday, and on a holiday, and he's still smashed it, man. No problems with him, and he's not complained once. So if you want a smooth sailing diet phase and not overthink and learn how to be patient and enjoy the process, text this fella right here, and he'll reach you hit those goals. And actually got a haircut as well, thank fuck, because I was so overdue a haircut and I just never got it. But anyway, just finishing up there on the laptop. Meal number 5, as I said last time, favorite meal, what I look forward to. It is my 50 grams cream of rice, 250 0% Greek yogurt, 15 grams of whey, cinnamon cereal flavor. It's actually okay, not too sweet. Well, it's a little bit sweet, but it's nice. And then 100 grams of raspberries. Cream rice is actually unflavoured. Well, it's not even cream rice, it's rice flour. I just mixed a bit of stevia and sweet cinnamon sugar, and it tastes alright. Saves me a lot of money, to be fair. So it's because cream rice over here is a lot more expensive back in Ireland. You can't even get big tubs. You can only get, the most you can get is like 1.2 kilo. So yeah, tuck into that. Look at that. All right, wrap up on here now. And I know this whole video just sounded me just bitching and moaning the whole time, but it just, as I said, I want to be like as raw and genuine as I can in these videos, in this whole like prep series, and just to know that there will be phases, prep or not, where like your outside life stresses affect you, and it will kind of affect your progress in training, and how it causes so much stress on like your recovery and your sleep and everything. And then having that, plus like my body just being a bit tired, and this has nothing to do with like prep fatigue because I'm on a deficit or anything. I think it's just generally because just how I've been training recently, and probably because I haven't deloaded in a while. Plus it's difference between like pushing that barrier in your mind to be able to actually push and progress in your lifts, and you're still able to, instead, where your body just physically just cannot push as it did a few days ago, where it can't create that same stimuli, it just can't push that same weights, like it physically can't. Like the video in the RDL I made, I genuinely, I just couldn't lift the bar up. I couldn't. My body was just like, no, I don't want to move. So that's what kind of differentiates between you need rest versus just push on through it. So from those sessions, it's like, okay, this is my feedback, knowing that I need to just take a good amount of adequate rest
Plus, when I go back to sessions, just take a little bit easy. Don't go near to failure. Maybe a little bit less weight, same volume, but like just take a little bit easy. And obviously, what I said this morning, I feel a little bit stuffy, a bit ill, with like sinuses, like that early signs of getting a cold. It's kind of getting worse now today, but I won't blabber on too much with excuses. I don't want to keep doing that. I don't want to keep harping on, but yeah. But this isn't me trying to like pity myself, saying like, oh, I'm having a hard time at the moment outside training. No, but like, it just comes to show that sometimes the stresses that, I don't want to say it's out of your control, but it just comes up, that it may sometimes affect your training as well and your recovery. And at the end of the day, with prep, not every week is going to be good. Some weeks are going to be quite bad. Some weeks you're not going to feel the best mentally, physically. And there's some days, some weeks where you're going to feel fucking great. I know probably in a few weeks' time, I know I'm going to feel a lot much better. I'm going to progress better and be in a much better headspace. And even a few weeks ago, I felt much, much better. So, it comes to show, like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and it's okay. And you shouldn't need. For me, I don't think it's healthy to have every single day, every single week to be pitch perfect, because you're not going to learn much about your body and about yourself. But it's actually mad looking at this timeline. I'm actually on to, I think, 10 weeks into prep so far. That's quite nuts. I was 27 and a half weeks out when I started. I'm now 17 and a half now. As I said earlier in the start of the video, like, this time just clicks like that. Like, it's mad how fast it goes. And it just comes to show, like, even when things are hard, everyone thinks when you're struggling or not enjoying it as much, time just passes anyway. Don't worry about it too much. Like, for me, it's May, man. That's mad. I'm still thinking it's like February, March. Wow. Before you know, I'm gonna be back in Ireland. Oh, that's nuts. Oh, I'm not even wishing time away. It's just when you like enjoy the process daily, it just flies. But I have another check-in on Saturday with like physique, so I might do a video on Saturday, kind of update, see how I'm feeling. If nothing's interesting going on, I probably won't record Saturday. Probably wait until maybe Monday. I don't know. See what happens. I like to try upload a bit more now, because I'm not using socials at the moment, so who knows. But yeah, that's all I have to report, and see you whenever I upload next.